fully accompanied to the instrumental soundtrack of Julia Roberts' hit movie, My Best Friend's Wedding. And here we are 14 years later, and I am so happy to be part of my best friend's wedding and to share with all of you the way I feel about Julie and her new husband, Jamie. It was 3rd grade when Julie became my best friend, and this was cemented by writing choose your own adventure stories in the hallway outside of Mrs. Harris' classroom. We even tried to match each other's handwriting until it was the same. And it turns out there were a lot of things that we would match each other. Our sense of humor, our musical talents, and our common goals. For years we were a team. Where you find one of us, you were sure to find the other. And we were lucky enough to have a lot of classes together. We often sat next to each other in band. We were roommates in college for a while, and we both ended up back in Des Moines after graduating. I can't think of anyone I'd rather have on my team than Julie. Julie is an incredible friend, and she shares close friendships with so many people. Sure, Julie's my best friend, but she's a lot of other people's best friend too, including Jamie's. It's just in her DNA. And people are drawn to her as a friend because she's supportive, level-headed, hilarious, reassuring, dependable, and I'll say it again for good measure, hilarious. Now, I want to take a little credit tonight for Julie being such a beloved person. I like to think that I brought out the actual performer in Julie. Starting in 4th grade, I talked her into doing a performance together in our class talent show. I was the professionally trained dancer, and Julie had a style of her own that was truly unmatched. We prepared a riveting routine to Thriller, and we never looked back. And this is where it's going to get a little fun. I have a surprise for you. I brought with me some video evidence.
Yeah!
Yes. I have selected and edited 3 short clips for what I consider to be a highlight reel of Julie's greatest performances.
Yes.
This will be the first time that Jamie has ever seen it, and I think it's only fitting as the husband that he sees as an important part of Julie's past. So, Corey, cue the video. Our sleepovers involved a video camera, tripod, CD player, costumes, mirrors, and big pieces of cardboard to create a stage for a lip-sync competition, a musical performance, or our favorite beauty pageants. Nearly all of this was completely improvised, and the video wasn't complete until we called my mom down to the basement for a viewing party, complete with 80 party dip and Ruffles potato chips. My second highlight clip is one of Julie's best talents, in my opinion. Here she is representing the great state of Wyoming.
Oh no.
Yeah. This is
You know, it's a lot easier to transition to college when your best friend is your roommate. When Julie and I started our years at UNI, dare I even admit it, at Panther marching band camp. And one evening after a very grueling day on the marching band field, we were on the elevator holding our clarinet cases on our way to our dorm room. And just before the door closed, a football player hopped on. And we were really uncomfortable. And through our exchange of pleasantries, we disclosed that we were there for band camp, which was a little bit embarrassing. So as the guy exited to a different floor and said goodbye, and I started to say thanks, which was not the appropriate response. So I stopped mid-word and said, they, and it just kind of hung out there. It was silent, and he left the elevator, finally the door closed, and we completely lost it. And Julie really lost it. She wet her pants. So we didn't take ourselves too seriously, so you probably won't be surprised to know that even in college, our performances didn't end. And a marching band uniform with a cape and a cowboy hat was the perfect costume. Or on the dance floor at a wedding, or at a social event where adult beverages were likely consumed. If you have, you know that Julie has a way, an incredible way, of making you feel good and laughing like you never have before. I think that fate is a really cool thing, and I now look back to our days at Valley High School, passing Indian hallways. Never would we have imagined that Julie was passing by her future husband. And years later, Julie and Jamie's paths crossed again just as it was destined to be. I had lunch with Julie just before her first official dinner date with Jamie. Wow, she was so excited. It became evident very quickly that Jamie was it for her. Her perfect partner, complement in every way. I see how much they focus on making each other happy and making time to do things they love, and I can't express how happy it makes me to know that you have a wonderful marriage ahead of you. So I'd like all of you to make a toast to Julie and Jamie with me. If you would raise your glass. Julie and Jamie, here's to a lifetime of bringing out the best in each other